mode. Click the Start button, and watch the process. Hello guys. Welcome back to another episode. The topic we are into now is gonna contain 3 episodes, which means after this episode, 2 more episodes are still on their way for this same topic. So please stay tuned and pay full attentions. Today we are going for how to program LogixPro Batch Manual Simulator. Now we are in the home page. I click and drag to adjust the view. Click on Simulations. Click on Batch Simulator. Here we go. Drag and drop open bit to rung 000, and give it start address. With the name tag, drag and drop latch output bit to rung 000, and give it run light address. With it name tag, drag and drop rung branch bit to rung 000. Drag the run light output latch bit into the top rung branch bit. Drag and drop latch output bit to the end of the rung branch bit, in rung 000. And give it pump 3 address with the name tag. Drag and drop the close bit to the end rung branch bit, in rung 000 for interlock. And add high level address to it. With it name tag, drag and drop open bit to rung 001, and drag stop address to it. With the name tag, drag and drop rung branch bit to rung 001. Drag unlatch output bit to the top rung branch bit, in rung 001. And give it run light address. Drag and drop unlatch out bit to the end rung branch bit, in rung 001. And drag pump 3 address to it. Drag and drop another unlatch output bit to the end of rung branch bit, in rung 001. And give it idle address. With it name tag, drag and drop open bit to rung 002, and give it run light address. Drag and drop output bit to rung 002, and give it pump 1 address. With it name tag, drag and drop 3 close bits to rung 002 for interlocks. And add the following address to them. High level to the 3rd bit, pump 3 to the 2nd bit, and pump 2 to the 1st bit. With it name tag. Drag and drop open bit to rung 003, and give it run light address. Click on timer counter. Drag and drop CTU to rung 003. Double click to enter the address, and input 150 as it preset. Click on bit. Drag and drop close bit to rung 003 for interlock. And give it flowmeter 1 address. With the name tag, drag and drop another close bit to rung 003 for interlock. Drag the counter address to the close bit, and edit the counter address and add /dn to it. Drag and drop open bit to end rung branch bit, in rung 000. And give it the counter done address. Drag and drop close bit to rung 002 for interlock. And add the counter done address to it, as well. Drag and drop open bit to rung 004, and give it run light address. Drag and drop output bit to rung 004, and give it pump 2 address. Drag and drop another open bit to rung 004, and give it the counter done address. Drag and drop 3 close bits to rung 004 for interlocks. And add the following addresses to them. Pump 1 to the 3rd bit, pump 3 to the 2nd bit, and high level to the 1st bit. Drag and drop open bit to rung 005, and give it run light address. Click on timer counter. Drag and drop CTU bit to rung 005. Edit the counter address and make it counter 1. And input the preset as 158. Drag and drop close bit to rung 005 for interlock. And add flowmeter 2 address to it. I click and drag the page down for better view. Drag and drop open bit to rung 006. And give it run light address. Drag and drop open bit to rung 006. Add counter 1 address to the open bit. Edit the counter 1 address by add /dn to it. Drag and drop open bit to rung 006. And give it high level address. Click on user. Drag and drop rung branch bit to rung 006 end. And add another rung branch bit to the end of the rung branch bit, in rung 006. Drag and drop output bit to the top rung branch bit, in rung 006. And give it full address. With the name tag. Noted that have renamed the run light name tag, as run. But they are both the same address, don't be confused. Drag and drop latch output bit to the middle rung branch bit, in rung 006. And another latch output bit at the end of the rung branch bit, in rung 006. Add mixer address to the middle bit. And drag heater address to the end bit. Drag and drop close bit to rung 004. And give it mixer address. I click and drag the page down for suitable view. Drag and drop open bit to rung 007. And give it run address. Drag and drop rung branch bit to rung 007. And drag open bit to the both top and end of the rung branch. Add the following address to it. Thermostat to the top bit, and pump 3 to the end bit. Drag and drop rung branch to rung 007. And drag another rung branch to the rung branch in rung 007. Drag and drop latch output to the top rung branch in rung 007. And give it pump 3 address. Drag and drop latch output bit to rung 007 end. And give it idle address. Drag and drop unlatch output bit to the middle rung branch in rung 007. And give it mixer address. Drag and drop unlatch output bit to the end of rung branch in rung 007. And give it heater address. Drag and drop open bit in between the both rung branch in rung 007. And give it low level address. With the name. Drag and drop 2 close bits at the front of the low level bit in rung 007 for interlock. And add the following address. Pump 2 to the first bit. And pump 1 to the second bit. I click and drag the page down for well view. Drag and drop close bit to rung 008 for interlock. And give it low level address. Drag and drop 4 rung branch to rung 008, in vertical dimensions. Click on timer counter. Drag and drop 2 reset bits to the first and second rung branch lines in rung 008. And 3 unlatch output bits to the remain rung branch in rung 008. Drag and drop counter 0 address to the first reset bit in rung 008. And drag counter 1 address to the second reset bit. Add the following address to the remain unlatch bit in rung 008. Pump 1 to the first bit. Idle to the second bit. And run to the third bit. Now we are done with the program. Let's simulate the programs. Click on the icon, Show PLC Control Panel. Click on Download, and wait for the program to download to the PLC simulator. Click on Run Mode. Click the Start button, and watch the process. This program work in a single operation whereby click the single start button. Pump 1 start discharging liquid materials into the container for example, while flowmeter 1 is monitoring the materials flowing through pump 1. And when the pump 1 have discharged to its set point, it will shut down. And pump 2 start its solid materials discharging for example instantly, which flowmeter 2 counting on it. As soon as high level sensor sense the container is full, the full light on and energize the both mixer and heater. The thermostat will keep eyes on the material's temperature, and when the temperature reach the thermostat set point, both mixer and heater go off. And pump 3 evaporate all the materials in the container till low level sensor did not see anything in the container again, and every other things go off. Now let's see how effective the program is, by trying to corrupt the programming by the start and stop button. You can see the program is very secure and safe. To know how the counters work out for this program, click the link in the description below to watch the step-by-step full video. Noted that 2 more episodes is still coming for this topic. Please stay tuned and see you in the next episode. Bye for now.